By the way, before we move on towards the video as well, I just kind of wanted to say on the second channel will be basically all the Korea VODs that will come out for the next few days. It's not fun to watch because I'm by technicality screaming all the time, but if you do want to check it out, it'll be on second channel. This really isn't main channel worthy. It's not fun. It's not fun. Just watch your eardrums when you watch those videos too. But that's it for now. Enjoy the video with Prescott on it. Bye bye. Right, this then will be game 3 of ZS.Lin versus WBG. It seems like we did also miss this game too, so we're going to come back to it pretty fast as well. For now, both teams are still tied 2-2. However, for the side of ZS.Lin, we're going to be able to see anti-Korean.
I got an iPhone. That. I got this for myself. He's actually sitting there like, fuck, give him our phone.
That 11 bag, so how's he?
Yeah, where's the 11 coming from?
Oh no.
I'll let you open this.
I know what it's gonna be. He's just having mercy.
Oh, it's Jesus. Oh, it's Jesus.
Right, Alex, we're gonna go for first. It seems like anti-Korean's actually a big bow, but for an anti-Korean who can spin, no, it's not anti. Wait, who's C1 playing? Is that? Oh, that's Prisoner. Never mind. Oopsies. Okay then. That's Prisoner here at big bow, but running Blink instead of Warp is kind of pretty interesting to me here as well, because you kind of would have expected expected Alex to run Warp, because it just kind of made more sense, especially if we pulled enough distance in too. But like, even if they pulled a lot of distance out, you can just warp immediately for the catch-up. But right as of now, C1 will get quite a lot of stacks on him here. 32 stacks. But it does seem like he will be able to continue here for quite a little bit longer before he gets anything else on towards him. We're going to be able to force ourselves to vault over that pallet with wax stacked on. However, right around now, that's going to be one hit to force the Prisoner back straight in towards the big bow area. More or less here, it's kind of where we're like, okay, maybe Warp here definitely should have been better no matter what happened, because like C1's just able to pull so much more distance and able to take that window too. That's such long walls there, well, that's still a blink down, so I guess it's not too bad, but like still, it doesn't really change much because it's only a 70-second down. I mean, it's a fast down, but it's still a Prisoner that we're talking about here after all, and it is 2.5 Cypher Machines where the walk starters kind of go out for map control. I guess the blink there wasn't too bad after all, but it just still felt like maybe, just maybe, Warp would have been way better. Because like, if Prisoner flywheel that hit, I just feel like it would have been really bad. But for now, Gogo's on the other side of the map right now. It's 2.5 Cypher Machines done. We're standing at that area just to see where that Merc is going to come from too. Merc could potentially vault the pallet and then elbow pad in instantly if he can find that window, but we might not just be looking for that anymore. So right as of now, Gogo, seems like for Alex, it's going to be more prioritized on getting dash back. Instant back to rescue isn't the best. No, I don't know about that instant back to rescue. The flywheel too. Yeah, I don't know about that instant back to rescue. That should not be the case at all. That should never be the case, to be honest with you. An instant back to rescue like that, when you could have bought so much more time. But I guess the good news is that Blink and Teleport isn't ready just yet, but Prisoner will be eliminated here instantly, as 3 survivors out there. We're decoding all 3 Cypher Machines here as of now, but we have just started that 20% Cypher Machine for the last 2, and it seems like for our Acrobat Cypher Machine, that will be locked here once again temporarily for the next 10 odd seconds. But at least Mercy is going to be able to finish his Cypher Machine, so right as of now, we should be at least able to get some more decoding progress here, because Merc can now go decode an extra Cypher Machine if he's actually not being chased. But once again, we're trying to chase after Merc. We want to get them down. Yes, we maybe want to force some elbow pads out of Merc, so that's going to be elbow pad number 1 they're used. Overall, not too bad. However, honestly, even with that Sino, it just doesn't feel right. It really just doesn't feel right. Whether or not it's a Merc here, that if you want to force items out of him, it just doesn't seem like you should go for that Merc. We're going to be able to get a hit here. Maybe we want to teleport out right after the next hit. But the last 2 Cypher Machines are being decoded really fast. Merc, no items left. I guess in this case scenario, we might just want to go after Merc then. Probably around 100 stacks of wax is what we're looking at here. We're going to be able to lock that pallet, thankfully. But I mean, even with the pallet lock, Merc, 25 stacks of wax right now. Acrobat can definitely make it towards the exit gate first. We are not max presence here just yet, but we can pop instantly just so Merc gets easy access straight towards Big Bow. So right as of now, it's still a tie game here. I mean, I don't really like it that we're chasing after Merc Merc, but Merc is putting so much distance away. Can't really do much in this scenario too, especially after we give it a normal hit and we don't have insolence here as well. So from the side of our Mercenary, Mercy will go down regardless of what happens, especially with the Hot Wax too. But then, I mean, if there's attention, you might as well get it down with attention as Anti-Current standing at middle. We're still decoding the gate here. 2 survivors out there who's very slow at opening the gates. But because there's nothing left down here, Anti-Current's actually near the shack right now. Are we going to teleport is going to be another issue at hand. We changed the warp though. We did change the warp here. Alex probably thinks that there's someone nearby. But little did we know that ZS.Lin actually played this one very safe. Even with that warp, you want to be able to catch up here. So with that, let's go actually a tie game here for ZS.Lin, moving directly on towards second half. For WBG here, as long as we tie the game, that's really all what matters. But Kagome here will come out with his Dream, which from my potential alongside with Patroller. And on the side of Survivors too, Perska. You know what, I was about to say, we haven't seen an Entomologist for quite a bit of time too, and it's Perska playing Entomologist this time instead of Huan. We do see as well though, Huan on that Weeping Clown. It's still a relatively slow decoding comp, as we do have our leeches ready to leech on straight towards this Ento. So Ento, I don't think you can actually have that much of an easy time to play around in, but that's going to be the immediate pallet strike on towards that leech. And because that's a pallet strike on towards the leech, we're able to buy so much time because of that too. Now we're going to try play some mind games, but doesn't seem like there's any mind games needed. But like in that case scenario too, we're going to be able to get straight towards the next pallet area, and that's fine. Going to be able to control a bit there. However, the bleach is still pretty far away, so we should be able to cancel these bites pretty darn nicely as well on the side of our Ento. Right as of now, we do see Goku nearby as the Embalmer, but we're not also going to chase after Embalmer because we've already leached on towards this Ento anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much now. And of course, with that fast early hit too, this is pretty bad from the side of an Ento as well. With no items left to use, we're going to have a huge sandwich situation here, but it seems like Perska is going to be able to get out of the zone here just about on time because we saw that small window and that small distance just to get away as well. However, we do have bees ready in the next 1 second, so we're going to deploy down that Patroller. Not too sure about the Patroller if there is a Weeping Clown nearby, so Huan, we're gonna have to get as much assist here as possible, but those bees are just insanely annoying. Those bees are really annoying here as 3 Cypher Machines are just about to be done. Perscat, that's around 2 bites there already cancelled on the side of this Ento, and because of that, that's gonna be a full Patroller gone from the second Patroller. That's so bad for Dream Witch, and I don't even think that Dream Witch saw where Perscat was. So this Entomologist right now, we do see the Weeping Clown nearby too. We cannot change the blink here at all. We need to somehow look for a sandwich scenario in which Ento bees here once again. That's a slow debuff here, but Huan can come nearby for a stun support if we need to. But oh, the slow debuff did manage to land on towards that leech, and because of that, we're going to still be able to pull some distance away and maybe even make it towards the window. But for now, it seems like Kagome is still looking at where the ooh, nice flywheel, where the Ento is, but Ento is already so far away, and Jermaine Leech is also as well. Perscat, very nice distance creation there, in which we don't really want that Leech to come back towards us. But right as of now, yes, the Patroller may be ready. We're waiting for that Leech bite to come through. But that's a Leech in between the pallet, and that's not really what we want. We're able to cancel the second bite here once again. We don't have flywheel here and left anymore to use, but that's still just a normal down. However, if you take everything into account here, who is nearby? Wildling with Tie Turner Flywheel is nearby on that 86% Cypher Machine, who's already on board. So there's definitely a no double down scenario. Well, there could be a double down scenario here if we decide to change to blink and get Wildling down instantly, but that just means 20 extra seconds on the clock here before you can blink down Ento. We're gonna leech on towards that Wildling just so we can try Cypher camp that Cypher Machine as well. But in our case scenario right now, WBG, they need a tie game. This does look like a 4-man end game right now for a 3-man escape, but it's still a dream which we're talking about after all, so we still have to be very careful. No terror shock here would be preferable. Hui, a little bit of pressure, and that's gonna be normal hit, normal rescue. Okay, overall not too bad on the side of our Wildling with that rescue. And Perscat, that's gonna be a nice pallet drop down there as we didn't get any hit from that Dream Witch. And now it's only 3 hits from the Dream Witch that actually has been fed to her. We do have Flywheel ready to use, and that's gonna be beautiful Flywheel lower, but it seems like we missed the blink, but Perscat vaulted back. Ah, ha 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 ha. Ah. That kind of hurts, I ain't gonna lie to you, but that last cipher machine there at 86% on the side of the survivors here. Not only does it hurt for Pertka, it also hurts for her survivors, because if that blink went through, it would have been a beautiful blink predict, but it didn't. We didn't get that slow debuff as well, but no, we didn't get that stun as well, but at least we got a slow debuff, and there was no hit registered on towards Huan. So it's still overall good news on the side of survivors. Overall, not too bad. We're going to be able to get a hit on towards Goku. But even so, like, we have to think right now how endgame should go. That last cipher machine is at 99%. Do we want Embalmer to get hit here and force him to use Coffin? And then pop open the cipher machine immediately where he has the 8-second immunity time? Or maybe would it be just better to get Weeping Clown to do it instead? However, right as of now, the more time wasted here, it just means the more time Dream Witch has to get all her blinks ready on each follower. So from the side of survivors, we need to start deleting. Everyone needs to start deleting. Whiting having a purple mark, alongside with the Weeping Clown having a purple mark. Now it's more or less just we need to get rid of purple marks here as soon as we can. But also, if Embalmer gets cut off here instantly, right? Hold on. We see where Embalmer is. Embalmer goes down. Will we self-heal? We will. Okay, we will self-heal here. We need to get Perska down instantly right around now. But it doesn't seem like it's possible anymore because there's no leech on that Ento. Ooh, that's so bad for Cargo Mid. That's gonna be instant pop here. Is there anyone at the gate just yet? No, because we were all deleting initially. But at least we know that that's an Entomologist here with no leech nearby towards her. And she did get a wand as well that we could use for an endgame scenario. As Goku running away from this area as soon as we can. He did self-rescue himself once, but the gate is already currently being open right as of now. And Goku, you're gonna go up against the blink in 25 seconds, but gate only takes 18 seconds to open. So that just means the 3-man escape from the side of WBG. My lord, after trying for the first 2 rounds, we finally got something back from the survivor side. So right as of now, it's okay for Goku to even give this hit. He just wants to waste a little bit more time and wish dash. That's going to be everyone out. And WBG will be able to win the game here. My lord, it's still a little bit of a slow decoding team, but we still managed to do it.